So my project is this is MD Mahabubur Rahman. My project is about time series correlation among the three data frames, that is San Marcos, Comal, and J17. So first I can begin with J17. That is first I need to read the CSV data in from the R language, and doing so, like I have need three libraries, that is Ju, XTS, and Imputes. So you can see from here I run those things in here, and then I set my work directory over both directory over here, and here is reading data, the J17. Then I start with begin this date format, data takes this code running the high data. Yes, that is like in J17 I have done these things, and the to find out the missing values I run these code, these. And then the next one is Jew objective. So like a Jew function, in order to create a Jew function, I need to, like these can be the here I write WL for water level Jew. I can write anything what I want to do, and this is the data what I want to write. So the water level evaluation, it was in the J17 data, that's why I write this. And then when we do the plotting, we can see this graph, the water level of by the passes of like time bar, year. Here is the year versus the water level, and the summary of these. Actually we do these in order to know the number of ANLs we need to know. Then in the next one, interpolating, we need to do the interpolating in order to know the missing water level values. That is I do with these like zoom function. I can do like first I need to do the this TS and then zoom struct TSF plotting and summary. We can see these function for the water level. And then the next step is we need to perform a 10-day moving average. So in order to find out the 10 days moving average, I need to run these data, that water level WL what I have written first is there is 10D for 10 days, and rule mean the I in order to find out the mean data. So I run this code here is, and then we can find out the summary also, and the plotting, and the plotting from here. Okay, and then aggregate to the monthly values using mean. So I run these data for for aggregating to monthly values using mean function. Here we can see, and this is the graph of that one. Next, the calculating autocorrelation. So autocorrelation we can see from here. These two things I can see from the autocorrelation. This is one graph, and this is another one. So this one is for J17, and for San Marcos, I can do the same thing. First I set my directory, the path of directory of the file where I kept it, and then I run this code along with these. Here is the discharge level of the data. So, and another thing is that I had to change the date format here, in order to run the code. So I run this code for you to run, so that the codes are running here. And then interpolating the same thing. I have done here interpolating, you interpolate the discharge values as the same as the previous one. What I have done in W17, I mean J17. So this is that interpolation. And 10-day again I run here 10-day moving average. So this is the for in order to run the 10 days I run these code for performing 10-day moving average, and this is the graph for 10 days. So the same, actually the same thing, plotting these and this is like the short form of discharge. The data I have written it as a Ds so that I can see from here. Then they aggregate to monthly values using mean. The same thing. This is the moon function. I have run the moon function for in order to achieve this, and this is the graph and calculating autocorrelation. So this is the graph. These two graphs actually see the autocorrelation for these data San Marcos, and then the last one is Komal. So here I can describe the same thing. I just begin with the function and then set the directory. Here we can see the missing do and actually how many NAS we have. We can see from here. So there is no missing value over here. And there is the graph. The next one is creating Jew and interpolate the data. Same. So here is the Jew function. The same code I need to write for Jew function and interpolating the missing data. We can see the summary and the graph from here. And then next is to the missing period records, and to see the visible record we can see from here tables the data. And then the aggregate to monthly values using mean. So again I run the m1 mon function in order to find out the mean. This is plotting, so we use actually plotting to in order to see the graph, and the summary is for to see the data in a table form. That is the summary, and this thing. Next is the calculating O2 correlation. The same thing. I run the same code, the JOOF function for the O2 correlation. So here we can see, and the last one is SEF function. For SEF actually is the states function. So I run this to see the O2 correlation of here for the column. So these are the same three things actually the I have run all of those over here in RStudio. I have used my RStudio. This is my RStudio. So this one is the last one I can see from this my RStudio.